Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well and staying healthy. Today's video is a second part of my drugstore sunscreen series. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it up here and also in the description box down below. So check that one out first and then come back to this video. As I mentioned in my last video, I suffer from eczema and rosacea, so it is important for me to select products that are fragrance-free and specifically for sensitive skin. Sunscreen is a very important part of my everyday skincare routine. I apply every day, rain or sunshine, to fight the sun's UV rays. Most of these sunscreens are going to be mineral sunscreens with the exception of one, which uses chemical filters or it's considered a chemical sunscreen. If you don't know the difference, allow me to explain. I just want to disclose that I'm not a professional or a dermatologist, so all of this information is what I gather from my dermatologists, from doing research on my own, and based on my own personal experience. Both chemical and mineral sunscreens shield your skin from the harmful effects of the sun's UV rays in different ways. When you apply chemical sunscreen, your skin will absorb it. Then with the UV rays absorb into your skin, the chemicals in the sunscreen will create a chemical reaction in which the UV lights are converted into heat and then releasing it from the body. The active ingredients in chemical sunscreens are avobenzone, I don't know if I'm saying it right, I'll put it right here because I'm probably butchering it, octinoxate, and oxybenzone. The pros of using a chemical sunscreens are that it applies nicely into the skin. It's of thinner consistency and it doesn't leave a white cast or film, which makes it perfect for everyday use and you end up using a lot less product. The con is that it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to fully absorb into the skin. And it could also cause skin reactions in people with sensitive skin or with rosacea. I know, you're wondering why would I use one if I have sensitive skin and suffer from rosacea. I will explain more about this particular sunscreen later in the video, so stay tuned. Mineral sunscreen, or physical sunblock, sits on top of the skin and it reflects the sun's UV rays. They pretty much prevent the UV rays from penetrating the skin. The minerals titanium oxide and zinc oxide are the main ingredients in these sunscreens. The pros of mineral sunscreens are that they are ideal for children and also for anyone with sensitive skin. And it provides immediate protection upon application. The cons are that it is thick and it sits on top of the skin, which again cause breakouts on people that are prone to acne. It is harder to apply, it usually leaves a white film, and it needs to be applied more frequently than chemical sunscreens. But throughout the years, mineral sunscreens have come a long way. Now there are options out there that leave very little cast to none. At the end of the day, both sunscreens provide the proper protection. And choosing one that's right for you is all based on personal preference and also on what type of skin you have. The most important thing is that you use one and make it a habit. All of these sunscreens are vegan and cruelty-free, and I will use the same cast rating from my last video, which is from 0 to 3. 0 being no cast at all or very little cast, to 3 being the highest cast. So now without further ado, let's begin. Alright, and we're beginning with Bare Republic Mineral Face Sunscreen Lotion, and this one has an SPF of 30, it's fragrance free, reef-friendly, and it has a 40-minute water resistance. I apply a minimum of 1/4 of a teaspoon or the size of a coin, and from there I apply more as I need it. This sunscreen was really nice. It's non-greasy and it has a powdery finish. I would say the sunscreen is good for any type of skin, especially for people who want a sunscreen with a matte finish or if you have more of an oily type of skin. It didn't sting my eyes and it went really nice under my makeup. I did a makeup video after this application and I will link it up above so you can check it out. This video was a little overexposed, so I recorded another day that I applied the sunscreen to give you a better look and close up. This day I did some chores and a little workout and it wore so well. I will give this sunscreen a cast of half, like not even one. I was surprised at how well it blended it into the skin, fading into almost nothing, and how silky the finish was. It's a really good sunscreen. And don't forget your neck on top of our ears. Next is All Good Tinted Mineral Sunscreen with SPF of 30. It's fragrance free, it's reef friendly, and it has an 80-minute water resistance. This is my first time trying a tinted sunscreen and it was really good. It's non-greasy and lightweight, perfect for any type of skin. I was impressed. It's very lightweight and it didn't sting my eyes and it worked well under makeup. I will give it a cast of 0. I know, our first 0, because it blended so well into the skin and the finish was beautiful and hydrating, not too dewy and not too matte. This one is one of my top favorites. Next is Burst Guards Up Daily Mineral Sunscreen, and this one has an SPF of 35. Alright, this one is interesting. It is not fragrance free, which, my bad, I didn't notice, but it has an almost non-existent scent, which didn't affect my skin at all. It doesn't specify if it's reef friendly or specify water resistant, so this is a sunscreen I wouldn't wear to the beach or to the pool. But I really love this sunscreen, especially for everyday use. I found it to be very similar in almost every aspect to the All Good tinted sunscreen. It has a slight tint, but it's not specifically labeled as tinted. It is oil free, very lightweight on the skin, not too dewy, not too matte of a finish, didn't sting my eyes, and worked great under makeup too. I would also give this a cast rate of 0, and it's also one of my top favorites as well. And lastly is Black Girl Sunscreen. This one has an SPF of 30, it is fragrance free, it has an 80-minute water resistance, it is not labeled as reef friendly, so also sunscreen I wouldn't wear to the beach, and it is a chemical sunscreen. This is a sunscreen I feature on my Black owned businesses haul video. I will link it up above. I have been using it for quite some time, and let me tell you, this sunscreen is amazing. I love this sunscreen. It's super moisturizing, so it might be a little too heavy for people with oily skin, but during the winter months, it will give you the hydration your skin needs. It didn't sting my eyes, and it wore beautifully under makeup. I love the fact that it was developed to protect and hydrate melanated skin without leaving a white residue. So it was specifically developed for women of color, which is why this sunscreen has a cast rate of 0. It blends beautifully and it gives you such a glow. So going back to what I mentioned earlier in my intro, that I would explain more about this specific chemical sunscreen, my skin didn't have any bad reactions to this sunscreen, and I think the main reason why is because it's not formulated with oxybenzone, which is known that it can cause allergic skin reactions. But this sunscreen was super gentle and it seemed to improve the health of my skin as well, so I highly recommend it. And of course, it's also my top favorites for sure. And that is all we have today. All right, so this is it. This is the end of the video. I hope you found this video helpful and learned a little more about sunscreen. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, hi, my name is Ita. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave and hit the notification bell to let you know every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mineral ice creams. Ice cream sounds nice right now. These eyebrows are thick.